All right, here we are out at the test track now, and we've laid out a course for Jeff to run through with his car, and so he'll be able to feel the ratio difference, obviously, and then also the feel of the car.
So we'll be doing a bunch of different boxes. We'll do 3 different boxes.
Right. We're going to start with your 12-to-1. That all we did was clean it up, get the dirty oil out of it so it doesn't contaminate the other boxes when we switch them out. So we'll use your original 12-to-1 that has a light feel to it that you didn't like.
Right.
Then we'll switch to our 12-to-1 with a 35-pound valve. And then after that, we've got a 16-to-1 variable, which is our standard hot rod steering ratio for just cruising around. And after that, we'll go we'll try a racing 9-to-1.
9-to-1, that sounds like fun.
You bet. All right, so here we are in the first slalom. Yeah, that's just about maximum without letting go of the wheel.
Yeah, the big thing is it's fast, but there's just no feel to it whatsoever.
Right.
Yeah, it's like you could almost do it with one finger.
Right.
Yeah, you could almost do it with one finger.
Yeah,
You couldn't.
do that around here, around this one little spot.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is nothing. It's literally one finger.
Yeah.
and you feel it here too because there's no return, to it. I mean, in terms of you're just not getting anything fed back through the wheel.
Right.
And it seems odd, but a little bit more resistance is actually better.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's there, it's fast, but there's...
You need some feedback in the suspension.
Exactly.
Literally, a little or no effort on the wheel.
Yeah, almost none. Yeah.
All right, well, let's take her in and put in a 12-to-1 with a 35-pound valve.
Okay, all right. It's over 110,000. And so he's now going to bolt on it. Just enough to get the box nice and hot. For you.
Sorry, when you guys don't do many laps.
All right, we've swapped out the box to one of our new 12.7-to-1 with a 35-pound valve. What do you think, Jeff?
An instant difference. I mean, it feels like a completely different steering box, even though the ratio is still the same. So the effort's just gone way up, which it sounds weird, but it gives you more control. So yeah, and at low speeds there's quite a bit more effort, but then with the additional speed, it's not as noticeable, but it's still much better. It's just a much better feel, and it just inspires more confidence. It just feels better.
You feel better about it.
Oh yeah, it's a lot more fun.
All right.
When you think about it, when you're driving a car, this is what you're touching all the time.
That's right. That's your feedback.
Yeah, and so it's an instant feedback all the time. So if you want to talk about something that makes a difference in the way you drive your car, this is it. I mean, it's an amazing difference.
All right. Well, let's take her in, and we're going to put a 16-to-1 variable in it now.
Okay.
Hot rod or grocery getter steering box, and it also has a 35-pound valve.
Okay,
so it'll have the same feel. It's just it's an easier ratio to get.
Okay.
And it's probably the most popular ratio that the company makes.
Okay.
Because it comes in trucks, and it's come in a lot of vehicles that were made past the 80s.
Okay.
Talk about it or look at it?
No. All right, here we go with the 16-to-1 variable, 35-pound valve, so same valving as our 12-to-1. But for an everyday guy that's just tooling around, probably a pretty good choice.
Oh yeah, this is a great
improvement over the 17-to-1 that they came with.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So generally speaking, for an average hot rod, 16-to-1 would be fine.
Right, yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, well, let's take her in and then prepare to have some real fun. are going out on the track with a 9-to-1.
Yeah.
And he's already
Oh
smiling.
yeah, already smiling. That's amazing.
So valve weight is the same, so the steering effort is the same.
The effort is the same, but now the response is so much quicker. So like here, before I had to really wheel it over, just boom. Wow, that right there is probably the biggest part, but
Let him tell you.
yeah, that's an amazing difference. And then from the original box to this one, you know, it's just huge difference. And it's amazing how it makes the whole car feel different.
Right.
The whole car feels different.
like a sports car.
Yes.
So for autocross,
Oh
where you have a lot of tight turns,
Yep.
this would really be helpful.
Yep.
Now this is where the gear ratio change was a big difference.
Yes. Yes.
All right, well let's take it out on the road and see if
See how it feels on the highway.
yeah, we'll see how it feels on the highway. All right, so we're cruising down the highway with the 9-to-1 steering ratio, Jeff. And what do you think?
Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, you would think that it might be twitchy on the road, but it really isn't. I mean, it's nice and stable, and it's not like I have to really pay attention to it, you know. So we can sit here and talk, and I don't have to like really concentrate. But yet, if you make lane change, you know, boom, it's there.
Right.
Yeah. You just
All
have to
right.
pay
Well,
attention.
let's head back to the track and talk about what we've accomplished today.
Yeah.
So what did we learn basically about the valving being the most important?
The valving really has a much more effect on the feel of the
Right.
steering rather than necessarily the ratio.
Right.
The ratio, when you get down to the 9, it definitely
Right.
makes it quicker. But the difference between 16 and 12, really the valve or the load is what did it.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was actually even surprised how little difference the 16-to-1 variable was to the 12.7-to-1.
It's almost imperceptible. Yeah.
Right, yeah. I'm noticeable to a driver that drives all the time. But
Yes,
To the,
a pro driver would probably notice it.
Yeah,
you know.
right.
I don't
All
consider
right.
myself a pro driver.
all
so.
right, well, but the 9-to-1, that really put the smile on your
boy,
face.
yeah, that was a lot
Yeah.
of fun. I could have done 50 more laps, yeah, because
Right.
it was how much you had to change the way you drive, because now it reacts so quickly that I could actually delay my turn-in point, which theoretically should be quicker.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Made that big hunk of iron feel like a sports car.
Yeah, this thing does not feel like a Chevelle now. And it's
Right.
amazing how just the change, I mean, I've done a lot of stuff over the years, a lot of different things we've done on power and handling and braking and all these other things. That's one of the most dramatic changes I've ever seen in a car for
Right.
one quick change like that.
All right.
You know? So, yeah,
All
that was
right.
amazing stuff.
And then we did take a little tool out on the road, and it felt pretty good.
It did, and you would think, well, maybe it's going to hunt around or be twitchy, but it really wasn't. I mean,
Right.
you have to pay attention, because if you change lanes, if you touch the wheel, it's going to start
Right.
moving. But it's not something that you couldn't deal with. It's a
Right.
lot of fun. Yeah.
Not something we would recommend for the street.
No,
but-
I mean, you have to pay attention. You
Yeah.
do have to pay attention,
You bet.
because it happens so much more quickly, especially if you think you're driving some big boxy
Right.
60s car.
Exactly,
So, yeah,
right.
yeah, exactly.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.